Hello, friends. When I say who am I couldn't find the actual meaning of me, actual sense of me, actual feeling of me. Let's begin this query here. If I see something, the eye is my instrument to view things, view the world. But who judge whether this is a nice scene, good scene, bad scene, and who get impacted of by these views? Similarly, if I hear something, that that noise, that voice, is it pleasant? It is good, bad? Who will judge that noise? Who will judge that sound? Somebody is sitting inside who judging whatever we are listening or seeing or viewing. This, the ear never get anger. The person inside who listen that thing, because ear is just an instrument. He don't have emotions. But somebody inside who is the owner of this whole body, whole thing, who get impacted about that one? All our senses, who notice those senses, whether if somebody hurt me here, or my skin burned, or wrong things happens to my body. Who somebody is there who is doing. So if so, let's uh, talk on a different angle. If somebody asks me who you are, so what kind of answer I can give for myself? Do I know myself? The most I can give the answer is, my name is this, my name is John, my name is Andy, my name is Ram, my name is Muhammad, my name is Jesus, whatever. So am I a name? No, I am more than a name. So what then? My profession, what I do for living, is that me? I am an IT engineer, or I am a scientist, I am a doctor. Is that my profession is me? Or my education, like, or my religion? Am I Hindu, I am a Christian, or I am a both, I am a Muslim, what? Or I am a national or something, like Indian or British or American or Chinese? Is that me? Because all these things which I say about me is temporary, is can be changed, and it has been adopted by me by incident, and it never be remain same. It can change over the time. My profession can change, my name can change, my knowledge also change, my religion also can be changed. So I'm not these, but yes, this belongs to me, that's okay, but not as me. Then who am I? Is that all the environment around me is me? Like my dream, my ambitions, my liking, my disliking, is that me? But these are also temporary, these are also changing. Am I my past, or am I my future? Because this time frame bond is not current, is hypothetical. Time is hypothetical about me. What is me as of now? My anger, my greed, any emotion, is that me? I'm not even that, because that also can change, is changing. So, who observing these emotions, who feeling these emotions, we can be disidentified with our knowledge, our body, with our emotions, our liking, disliking. We can witness these things and can be de identified with our environment. Isn't it so? I'm in anger. That also can happen, that I can visualize my anger, and anger can remain separate. So I can be a owner of my any emotion. So then emotion won't affect me, because then me as owner can have power to take or not to take. But we become these emotions, this environment. That is the biggest suffering of me, because whatever the overall adopted on me, I treat that as me. So is that belongings? Definitely not me. It's my part, but not me. I'm bigger than that. If those are not, even then I am some. I'm totally B. Still B. Isn't it so? Then somebody can say, my house, my property, my wealth is me. Isn't it? That's what we think so. Or my family, my relation, my friends. I'm that. Is that me? But if my property will go, if somebody dies, still I still be there. Even not a portion of me will be affected for the self. Yes, for my ego can be hurt. My false identity, which I adopted as a bunch of thoughts about me, that may affect it. But I am not that. I am a witness of that even. I am a bigger than that. That remain untouched. Further, if you try to understand that I am not even a body, because when body get hurt, that is a pain. But we, as a as a as a I, if that take as my part is hurting, then sadness starts. Otherwise, pain never gives sadness or. So my body, if my one part of body like hand or leg or something in accident goes off, is that as of me is less? Is is any partition of me is gone? No, I am still be the same as me. My soul is still the same as total. It cannot be affected by my body. And if you follow spirituality or enlightened people's talks, they all explain that we are an accumulation of our past. Our body is 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 just temporary. When we reborn, we may get a new body. So we are also not a body even. So it's even that is more confusing, that who am I then? Even I am not a body. The similar to the body, if we take as our memory, our knowledge, one day our memory also disappear, faded away. Our knowledge also will faded away. So my knowledge, my memory also not me even, because some of the memory is coming from my past birth as well. It happens. Science prove that. All enlightened people says many times, they explain, they know their past even, that there is a way to find our past life as well. So somehow many people's experimented that we carry our memory knowledge from our past life even. But that is not as me. That is part of us, but it's not me like. That is belongings only. These all are belongings. It's not as me. So I'm not my memory, I'm not my body, I'm not my knowledge, even my breathe is not me. Because without breathe also we can be, without body also we can be, without memory also we can be. Then who am I? All this spirituality is only for that, to know how, who am I? This finding is called spirituality. Spirituality gives the ultimate wisdom of your own being, your own knowledge, Atma Gyan, awareness, consciousness, just sheer consciousness. That is the goal of a spirituality. How you can be awakened, enlightened. All our knowledge is just temporary, time being. It can be throw it out. Without that knowledge we can live in. Different knowledge can be feeding. But the pure wisdom is to know yourself. Self knowledge. If we don't know ourself, if I don't know myself, then all this knowledge will not give me my happiness, my joy, my peace. It doesn't matter how intelligent, how clever you are, how knowledgeable you are. You cannot be a Jesus like, you cannot be Buddha like. Because knowledge, information is not, cannot fulfill you unless you know yourself. If I don't know myself, then how I know what I need, what I want, how I can be satisfied, who is suffering? We don't know. We assume that we are sad or we are happy because that bunch of thoughts or bunch of which we identified with, that may get affected and we think we are that. This misunderstanding in Hindu is called Brahm, मैं होने का भ्रम, false identifications of my ego is the biggest cause of all suffering. If we go beyond this ego, we are just become a consciousness. We are just awakened. We are just aware of these things. about me, my body, my memory, my things, then we know who am I and who is. So, so all the gods, enlightened people are all teaching is to keep the sense of I, a complete wisdom, knower of all knowings, self knowledge, self inquiry. And that is the greatest feeling of all. Greatest knowing. That is the only knowing really. All our knowing is just a information, it's not a knowledge as such, not a wisdom as such. Can you write your wisdom and can pass out to other someone? Can Krishna write his wisdom and can make other person as a Krishna? Can Jesus make another Jesus? No. Knowledge can be passed, information can be passed, but wisdom cannot be passed. I hope you understanding this little small difference between the knowledge and wisdom. So wisdom means knowing of me, self. Self knowledge is called a wisdom. So over the time, the child don't know, the young people don't know, but the older the age, or over the age, we return back to innocence. More the sense for ourselves we experience, we go through, more better wisdom we are getting. But if we got total of awareness of self, then we become wise. Those people we normally call them as a god, enlightened peoples, because those people, those are the normal peoples, but they have queries inside there to know themselves. So how to go about this spirituality to for the self discovery, self knowledge, Atmagyan? As I told that, as I explained that we are just a bunch of thoughts which we identified with, and those which we identified with are all will go anyway. So why not to throw them away? That I'm not that, I'm even not that, I'm not even that. Yes, that belongs to me, that's okay. That's be that awareness only, that I'm not that. If everything be removed from me, from my identities, I'm not identified then. I'm free from my identities, my ego, my assumed I. If I remove everything from them, then what will remain? Pure self. Then that is the only way to know yourself. To remove your false knowledge. That is the only way. That is how the Buddha, the Krishna, the Jesus, Tao, every enlightened people, like today's people, like if you go to Eckhart Tolle, Jackie, Moji, Jeff Foster's, there are a number of them. They are still alive. If you go and talk to them, they only explaining this because they are in such a joyful, peaceful life. They want to spread, they want to teach that if I can get, you also can get. Everybody, every human being have a capability, every human being have a right to be enlightened. That is what they are explaining to everyone. But we are not understanding this, their lines. Hope you understand this, my talk, and hope you start this query within yourself and start de-identified with your false ego, and we all can achieve. It's possible. If somebody can achieve, then why not me? God never discriminate. He make them everyone same. So we all are same. We can achieve. Hope you understand. If you want to talk about any more about this, just call me. My number is there on my video talks. Thank you for listening.